Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your ice box. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, "What did you have?" say, "Pabst Blue Ribbon." What else?
Fuck you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail 7 seas, Mr. Anthony Luby, Luke Farnsworth. Farnsworth family, come on down.
Stop. We're not doing this again.
No,
I don't want this
did
bit.
the family
I
feud
don't.
thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you forgot to mention Finn's back.
What? Oh, yeah, Finn's here. Hey, Finn. Aren't you in my bed, jackass?
Is it sex, Steve?
What? What do a man and a woman typically do on their honeymoon?
Fuck, Steve.
What?
I'm gonna say, maybe get to know each other, Steve.
On their honeymoon, they get to know each other.
It's like 2-day fiance.
Place Plaza Lane.
Hey, what do you like? Hey, what do you like to do in your free time?
Did anybody do anything this week?
I was sick all week.
Were you
that
really?
Sucks.
Like, horribly sick all week.
Oh, you
yeah.
did mention
Sucks.
something. I think, was it Friday? You mentioned something?
I mentioned it at some point during the week. I don't remember.
Yeah, I
when.
remember
Friday,
one of the
that's
days you mentioned being sick. Sorry, I was booting up my Plaza Lane.
I worked from home all week. I literally could not go into the office.
Do you prefer working from home or working in the office?
No, because when I work from home, I don't do work.
Yeah.
So I prefer working in the office just to, well, it separates work life from home life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I would
if you-
prefer that too.
If you do work from home, I think it would be ideal to have another room for just your office. 'Cause
Yeah.
Imagine, I think Kyle's one of the only people I know who well, Matt does too, but
Justice
when Kyle
did,
worked,
remember?
yeah, he said he would do it from his computer in his room. And then when he was done with work, people wanted to play games. He's like, "No, dude, I don't want anything to do with this computer right now. I just want to get the fuck out of here. I want to be away from it." I
And
mean,
plus, it
makes
just
sense.
gets you out of the house. You know, everyone complains about you can't force us to go back to the office. I'm like, yeah, I don't think they should force you, but why do you want to stay in your house all day? That sounds miserable. I like going out and seeing stuff on my drive, talking and communicating with other human beings. I enjoy that. It's nice. I would hate to be cooped up in my room all fucking day.
I like that. I think the option of having one of the, it's you can
Right.
choose to do it from home, or you could say someday you're like, yeah, I just feel like going into the office today. You can't.
Yeah, like a day or two, like a week. That's not that bad, but every day, I don't think I could do it.
I don't know. I have this weird mentality of every older generation yells at us because we're lazy and don't want to go into work and whatever,
Yeah.
but they're the ones that work from home the most. So
That
I
is
have this-
true.
I have this huge weird thing. It also pisses me off when I go to work and there's one day of the week, it's Wednesdays, that everybody decides to go into work, and it always fucks up my parking spot.
Mm.
I
'Cause
hate
I'm
when
a-
someone takes my undesignated parking spot. When someone takes it, I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Dude, when someone does it here, it pisses me off
God.
so. I get so goddamn actually
I do
angry.
too. There's this one guy. When Anthony was doing his coding stuff, and I would go in, I had my spot, and this one motherfucker in this Dodge van, and he looked ugly. He was stupid. I could tell he wasn't smart, and he's just being me,
Jesus.
being mean, and he would always take my fucking spot. Always. He would park way down at the end of the parking lot one day, see my car, and then the next day his car would be where mine is. And then when so I parked next to him. The next day he parked where I parked. So I would park where I did, and then the next day he would be back where I was. He literally went for where my car previously had been. I got so fucking mad at this guy. Every time I would see him, I would just glare at him. Be like, you know what you're doing, you asshat. You know exactly what you're doing, you piece of shit. I wanted to slash his tires. One day I saw he was having car trouble. I just laughed in my head.
Alex is
Yeah,
a sick,
fuck.
demented person.
Yeah, I'm fucked up.
He's evil.
You would understand. This is my really dark hamburger helper. I call him the hamburger herder.
I'm still fucked up. I'm turning my light down.
I call him the hamburger herder.
Oh, I guess mine is pretty. Mine looks like a glowing UFO back there.
A damn UFO.
It's a
That's
damn
not what they're
UFO.
called anymore.
That's right. It's a UAP.
UAPs.
It's a UOP.
UAP.
You know the times are changing when you can't even say damn UFO anymore. All the fucking liberals get mad.
Liberals getting soft about their UFOs.
Rabble.
Rubble rouser.
Or friggin' fraggin'.
Rabble
liberals.
fraggle.
Rabble fraggle.
Somebody.
Trying to think of anything crazy happened.
Something crazy happened.
What?
The cutest fucking puppy I've ever seen in my goddamn life this weekend. Jesus Christ, that thing was adorable.
Oh Jesus. Luke, you ever seen a puppy corgi?
Yeah.
Oh, I melted.
Cute as
I
fuck.
melted.
Big ass ears, too small body, stubby, can't run too good.
Like hobbles. It reminds me of whenever we're in Norfolk, there's that one guy we always see downtown
corgi dude.
walking his two corgis.
I didn't see him
I haven't
last time.
seen him in a long time.
Yeah, but I just remember the first time we were there, before we even lived there, we were just visiting Boat. We saw him. We're like, oh, look at this dude's cute little corgis. Next time we were in Norfolk, we saw the same guy. And like, even if maybe we'll only see him those 2 times ever again, but the fact that we saw him twice is really crazy to me.
With his corgis.
In
With his
such a big
corgis.
city.
Yeah, it's such a big city, and we like typically we stay in a general area downtown. Like we go to the Boat area, Jack Brown's area. You know, we go grab some Blarneys. We vibe up at Grain. Like typically we're in that area, like by the waterfront. And the fact that we saw this guy in such a small area twice is crazy to me. I tell everybody that story. It's not even crazy. Like
Yeah, I
it's
saw a
not
corgi dude
profound. It's not
twice.
like, oh, I went to the moon once. It's like, yeah, I saw a corgi guy twice in a row.
Just think about the story when you tell them we went to Antarctica. That's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if we saw a corgi guy in Antarctica? Like,
If
oh,
the Morgan guy was in fucking Antarctica, I'd have
you guys
a lot
fucking
more
following
questions.
me? What are you doing?
I think you're following us, corgi guy.
Sir,
What that?
Sir Corgi
Yeah.
guy.
Sir corgi guy. Yeah, I thought that was wild. And then Thorpe, do you want to bring up what Pancake got?
No,
Or
we'll
tried to
probably
eat.
bypass that. We can tell.
I'll tell it off the podcast because it's kind of funny, but it's really bad.
Dog got into some trouble.
A
Not
dog
good
got into
Benny's?
something.
You say
No,
pennies?
not Benny's. No.
The dog didn't get in the bennies.
No hat man.
The
Dog.
perk 30? The dog ate the perks.
Bought a perk tan.
How'd you get a
The
perk
dog was
10?
sipping purple lean.
No way. No way.
Well,
No way.
Oh, yeah, this
Dude.
yeah,
little
it was
son of a bitch
a
is adorable.
damn adorable dog though. Fucking cutie. It makes me want a puppy.
I remember Finn. It brings me back to when Finn was a puppy, and he was a fucking hellion.
He was.
God, that
He was
sucked
an ass.
He
so
was.
fucking
It
bad.
did.
He
Suck.
was like Hellraiser the dog.
Yeah, he
That-
was really bad.
That blew ass.
Yeah.
I hated
Like,
it. I hated
no-
coming over.
No one's feet were safe.
Your
Like
hangouts
he would
weren't
tear
safe.
shit up.
Face wasn't safe. He went for my face every
Like
time.
my
Everyone's like,
nose, your
"Oh, my
nose."
hands and my feet." I'm like, he bit my nose while I was asleep.
He grew into a
He'd
mature
bite my
dog,
ears.
but he's matured out now. He's mellow. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's
But
pretty
holy
mellow.
shit, dude. He was a Hellraiser.
I
He
just
is a
took
young
him out
gentleman.
tonight. Like literally before we did this, I was outside walking him, and typically I don't like to bring my dog around other dogs just because I don't know exactly how they'll react, and like I don't want to lose my temper around some stranger and their dog. So Finn's little friend was out back, and I'm like, okay, let's go see him because he's our neighbor dog. We walk up. Finn was really polite. Dude didn't bark at all. He just sniffed. And he was super polite. The other dog was barking up a storm. Finn was really polite. And I was like, good job, Finn. So I gave him a little extra treat. Thought he did pretty good for himself.
He's pretty well acclimated to the neighbor dogs.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty good. He does his good thing.
He's not like
I'm
good
pretty
at
proud
walking,
of him.
though. He pulls a lot. And
No,
sniffs like crazy.
dude, when he
And
first saw
Luke,
the dog,
we had
though-
a fatality last time. Me and Luke were walking Finn.
That hurts so fucking bad, dude. My eye. I'm surprised I didn't like scratch my cornea or
Honestly.
anything.
Bunch
happened?
Right into his fucking eyeball.
I took a branch directly to the eyeball. I couldn't open my eye for like 20 minutes straight.
Fuck. Have you ever had a scratch on your cornea before?
No.
That shit sucks
When
ass.
did you have one?
Right after I got LASIK, I was keeping up with my eye drops, but I guess I wasn't doing it enough. Because I guess my eyes were a little drier than they anticipated. So I was at work on July 4th, because I volunteered to work that day. And right when we got to this house, this lady was obsessed with like pine cones too. She grew. I don't know what the fuck her thing was, but she loved pine
It's
cones.
the pineal gland. She's thinking into the future. She's
Yeah, it
got
is.
great
Yeah.
energy.
She
Yeah.
knows. She knows.
The Pope. But we get there and then my eye starts to like really fucking get irritated. And I'm like, I think it's an eyelash. So I go to the bathroom. And I can't see anything in my eye. All fucking day we're there, and I'm just like, man, my fucking eye. And my boss asked me, he's like, Junior, are you okay? You crying? I'm like, no. I'm like, I think there's some in my eye. So he gives me this stuff, and like all day I'm just dropping this shit in my eye, and it doesn't go away at all. So I call my eye doctor, and I have to go down. I have to drive to fucking Mansfield the next day with one eye like this. I drive to Mansfield, and they prescribe this like jelly. I had to put like this fucking jelly in my eye for 2 weeks.
You put the jelly in your
It
eye.
sucks ass. It's
Here
like an
you go.
eyelash just constantly in your
Was
eye.
it Concord grape or
Blackberry.
Peach.
That reminds me when I was working at UPS for the summer, and then I think it was the first time I worked. I put a box over my head to stack it because they don't fucking care about OSHA at UPS.
Yeah.
And so I had a box over my head and I threw it up and it came down. And you're looking up at what you're doing. I
Yeah.
got hit directly in the face with a fucking box. Snapped my glasses in half.
damn.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I can't work. I physically can't see. And I was like, all right, go home. I was like, okay, I guess. So I get in
Oh.
my car. I'm like, I'm legally not allowed to drive without my glasses. If I start driving, I am a danger to myself and others on the road because I cannot see.
Mm-hmm.
So I drove home with one hand holding my glasses like this, one eye closed, and my one hand on the wheel, and I had to drive the whole way home. It was like a 15-minute drive.
That's so
Fuck,
fun.
that sucks. When you first said you put a box over your head, I thought it was empty and you just put it over your head. to be
Oh yeah,
goofy.
I used to put boxes on my head. No, I lifted a lot of shit. There was a lot of Summit racing parts, so they were like 300-pound boxes I had to pick up and like
yeah, I can imagine what's in there.
lift up and put on my head over my head and like toss up and shit. It sucked ass. And there was bull semen one time.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Like what?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Buckets of it.
A white bucket. It was like a Home Depot bucket of bull semen. And I was like, why is there so much bull semen in this?
Guys, 2 words. Big sale on bull
Bull
semen at Home Depot.
Because I remember it came down and someone was like, oh, Luke, you got that one. I was like, all right, it's a fucking bucket. What do I care? And I put it on like, you don't know what that was, do you? I was like, no, it's a bucket. What the fuck do I care? Like, that's bull semen. I was like, okay, cool. I don't care still.
That's how I got the nickname Bull Semen the Kid at work.
No, they never called me that, luckily. They were just assholes.
Yeah, working at UPS sounds fucking
That
horrible.
doesn't sound fun.
It sucked so much ass. And I was like, hey, I'm not going to be able to work all the time because I'm in school still. So I might need to have nights off so I can study and do homework. And they called me in every single night for an entire fucking like 3 weeks after I said, I can't do this.
That's every packaging place.
Yeah, they're like, hey, come in from 6 and you can leave when you're done. And we wouldn't get done until like 11:30. And I'm like, this is not worth anything. So I was like,
Yeah.
hey, I really need to not come in that much if I have like shit going on. And they went 3 weeks without calling me once. And I said, this is fucking bullshit. Make up your mind.
Yeah, those places suck ass.
So finally I was like, I'm
Heavily.
done. Like, good luck. GG's. And I left.
Jeez.
Like your gamers.
Later, gamers.
GG's, good round. See ya.
Anthony, you want to get into animation?
Yeah.
You open up another tab. I got another tab here for what we're gonna do. I was watching Narissa stream earlier.
Narissa,
there's-
her sister did the Uwu magic. I heard she fucked her
That
up
was
too.
epic. She didn't fuck it up. She just couldn't stop laughing.
I couldn't either.
Yeah, I laugh at it, yeah.
Yeah, I laughed a lot.
Anyway.
It's real funny. So my anime of the week this week is Higehiro. After being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway.
Man, I haven't heard of that show in a while.
I know. I was looking through and I saw it. I'm like, you know, it's been a minute.
This was a show.
It was. It's actually rated decent on my anime list.
That surprises me to a large extent,
Me as
honestly.
It
well.
surprises
That's
me.
why I went
Yeah.
to it. I wasn't gonna pick it at first because I'm like, is this? Would I really recommend this? Seeing the recommendation, I'm like, you know, I'm like, I think I would to certain people, a select few. It's rated 7.28.
7.3? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
pretty
That's
surprised.
whack. Yeah, that's whack, yeah.
Now I'll just read what we got right here. So when regular salaryman Yoshida wakes up on Sunday morning after a long night at the bar, the last thing he expects to see is that a tiny apartment with a new resident, an unfamiliar high school girl. The previous night, despite finally gathering the courage to confess to his boss and longtime crush, Airi Goto, Yoshida was rejected. After drowning his sorrows at the bar with his good friend Hashimoto, Yoshida headed back to his home in a drunken stupor only to run into Sayu Ogiwara, a runaway high schooler. She asked him to let her stay that night, and with his judgment clouded by alcohol, Yoshida complied. Now, with his head on straight, but with no memory of last night's events, Yoshida has Sayu explain just how she ended up sleeping at his apartment. Having listened to her story, Yoshida finds himself unable to kick her out, especially after learning that she came all the way from Hokkaido. So despite his reservations about sheltering an underage girl, Yoshida allows her to stay and their life together begins.
I forget what happens at the end of the show.
Well, we're not gonna say.
Yeah,
I know.
can't
Can
say,
someone
but
can someone type it or something? Because I genuinely forget. How it resolved?
I'm pretty sure it was.
he's typing it out.
And
It's been a minute. This came out in 2021. I haven't really thought about it since then. Who's this?
I think
honestly-
this is like a half guess, like an educated guess from what I kind of remember.
You know what? I think that's right.
Because I remember there was the huge drama, there were shenanigans ensued in the middle, and then I think that was the
Yeah.
resolution. Was that?
Well, I think I didn't know. This was a long title, and I was like, "Wow, that's a really long title for a fucking show." But what did I think about this show? It was good enough for me to recommend. I think
What did I
it's
think
like-
about it?
it makes me think of A Girl and Her Guard Dog, but done right, and not extremely creepy. You know, because the
In
dude,
a way,
I think the dude had his head on right, because every advance he was like, no, not happening. So that was good.
mm-hmm.
And I think that's what made me like him. I'm like, oh, he's not a fucking weirdo, like A Girl and Her Guard Dog. But that wasn't out at the time, so that's mildly irrelevant. But I did enjoy it. It was pretty fun to watch. The main girl is pretty epic. The girl who rejected him is also pretty epic.
She was.
Yeah, the boss lady.
Yeah, the boss lady.
The boss had mommy vibes.
But
I want to read this thing, but there's like 7 paragraphs, and I don't want to read it live. It's the ending explained. It just kind of goes over the synopsis of the last episode.
Was it the ending of the show or ending of the manga?
The anime? I specifically said anime.
Oh, okay. Well, don't go into it anyway. That's a spoiler.
yeah,
I'm not gonna say it. I just want to it's just
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay,
read
okay.
it later. I
I
just
thought
want
you
to
meant
know.
like go through it like right now. I'm like,
No,
no. That's just spoiling the whole last episode.
No, I really liked this show, honestly, and I knew it got some weird vibes and some hate, but it didn't.
It didn't go.
It's not
in
one of
the-
those
the
shows that
super
went with
weird
like
direction.
it went with a super wholesome direction, because if it's coming back to me now what happened after just kind of skimming over this. I was like, okay, I remember a certain scene at the end, and then I remember like what happened after that. I was like, okay, this show actually ended like super wholesome. And I know Sayu's friend was like super epic. She was
Yeah.
really supportive of her, and like all the shit she had to go through.
I think the whole problem with the show is it was very overshadowed.
It
For the
was.
season.
What else came out that season? That was spring.
To Your Eternity season 1.
Okay.
86. You had Nagatoro. You had the final season of Fruits Basket. You had Vivi. You had Odd Taxi.
So yeah, this wasn't getting much attention. I think Finn's at the door.
You had killing slimes for 300 years.
Well, that's not really good. That's not. I mean, Moriarty the Patriot Part
He
2.
wasn't there.
Hey, you know what we did have that year too?
Fucking Koikimo.
Yeah, Koikimo.
Wow, it's
We had a
good year.
full dive next gen. Our full dive RPG is even shittier than real life. We had fucking Shadows House season
We
1.
had fucking Super Cub.
Goddamn Zombieland Saga Revenge.
Yeah, I could
It was
see
a
how
it was
the
a loaded,
overshadowing would take place.
and we had, who could forget, Dragon Goes House Hunting.
Oh, that we
Oh,
all
boy,
fucking
yeah.
dropped.
We're gonna watch it all.
I gotta open a window too. It's hot as fuck.
We're gonna watch it all. We even said it.
But yeah,
We're men of our words.
it was a pretty good show. It did take on some wholesome vibes, which is always nice. Everybody loves a good wholesome show.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was pretty damn wholesome. I think it got a decent amount of hate because people didn't.
Well, if you don't watch
Like, they
it,
saw
you
what
you
happened
just
in the
see,
beginning,
like,
and then they
title,
finished
and
it.
they're like, oh, well,
Yeah.
well, then Dwyer goes off, and Alex reads it.
Or they
Right
saw,
here.
they saw like the couple of episodes in the beginning. They're like, "Oh fuck this! I know where this is going."
He's
Which-
going to watch a trial.
I liked the memes that were going off on Animemes when the show was airing.
What were they?
It was like,
forget.
dude takes a high school girl, goes to prison, like IRL.
This had a lot of controversy with it too. Just
Yeah,
the
it
whole
did.
story in Japan specifically. America, for some reason they didn't care. I don't know.
There's always controversy about anime in America. Like,
Yeah, this one had like a huge one in Japan though. Just because of how serious it is to let a runaway into your house
Yeah.
and shit.
oh yeah, yeah, like it's an
Like
actual
low-key, it
crime.
could be kidnapping.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was the huge thing there is like, don't do this
Yeah,
in
like
real
this-
life.
This is just a fiction.
Will go to jail. You will go to jail, prison, jail.
I'm not gonna make this the real rating system. I'll save one after this. Thorpe, how many underage schoolgirls that you
Jeez.
harbor in your room do you give this out of 10?
Thanks for that. I appreciate
How many?
it.
How many beards out of 10 do you give it?
How many shaved beards?
How many shaved faces out of 10?
I can give this a 7. I think 7 shaved beards out of 10.
I
Sorry,
think
my-
a 7.5. That's just me.
Well, I didn't realize you were the one rating it
Yeah,
this week.
sorry.
It's
dude.
not my anime, not my anime of the
You
week.
should have done
Hey,
this.
man,
as your
I don't
anime,
know.
but
Man, this
My
guy's like,
shorts.
look at me, I'm Alex. I can rate everyone else's shows.
I just think I'm a better rater than someone to my top right.
okay, for someone who wins Goober of the Year for 2023, you're definitely not.
Well, I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying.
Someone that's Goober of the Year.
We're in 2024 now. It's irrelevant.
Oh, 2023 still.
Oh,
very
I'm
fresh.
sorry. I didn't realize that the 2023 award is happening in 2024.
Consists mostly of 2022 shows.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
actually 2021, but whatever.
Yeah,
Goober.
yeah. Well, you know what? At least I'm not stinky, asshole. Fuck you.
Yeah, asshole.
Ooh.
Fuck you.
Asshole. Fuck you.
So 7.
Yeah,
Out of
I
10.
give that a 7.
I think it's deserving.
No takesies, backsies.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, I
You're
thought it
lucky.
was a good show. I liked that one. Oh, gotta adjust myself.
Was a good show. I liked it a lot.
So also, Anthony has a little more info on this. Thorpe, do you want to go over the Attack on Titan thing and then what our plan is to do?
Sure, yeah. So, we have 2 friends who are not anime aficionados. They've never seen anime. In fact, we would get made fun of for it.
Have you brought this up before?
We talked about it mildly last week.
I don't remember if you. Yeah, I didn't remember
Or
if
not
it.
last
I'm
week,
just.
it was either last week or 2 weeks ago.
That's what I'm trying to remember. I'm not like don't say it again.
Yeah,
don't
I-
ask me what we're talking about. I was just making sure because I feel like we have had this conversation
touch
before,
on it.
and I got major deja vu. So now I'm
So
now I'm
just
saying it.
a TLDR, they never liked anime. Low-key, I don't think they weren't serious, like, you guys are fucking losers for watching it or anything like that. It was just fun, ha-has, look at the anime nerds kind of thing. All good fun. So, Matt and Kyle, not really Kyle, but Matt has been pressuring me to watch, like, Invincible and The Boys and stuff. And I started Invincible, and it's very good. It's very entertaining. Crazy
Yeah.
shit. And I was like, okay, well, if I watch this, you have to watch this. And Kyle and Matt were like, oh yeah, okay. So, and that was Attack on Titan. Kyle watched it, finished it in like a week.
Like a week.
Yeah, all done. And then I went over to Matt's for the weekend, and he did 2 episodes Friday night, and then all day Saturday, me and him watched it. I stayed late Sunday, and we watched more of it, and he is on season 4 right now. He's probably going to finish it tonight. I mean, in one weekend, he finished the whole fucking show. That's nutty. I mean, they ate this shit up crazy style. They could not stop watching it. Kyle said he was screaming at his phone when he was watching it at work, like, don't fucking do that, or it just, they loved it. So it got me thinking, because Kyle had asked before, he's like, well, like, what other shit like this would you recommend? And it's a difficult question, because Attack on Titan is like its own thing.
Major unique.
Yeah, there's nothing like it, so I was thinking, like, what would I recommend to someone who liked Attack on Titan? So I made a little list, and that list consists of...
So pretty much what we're going to do here is try and find shows that we think those two could like. Maybe not as
This
much,
could even
but,
be just like
but to get
in
them
general.
into... Yeah.
Like if you were someone who's never really seen anime before, or something of that nature, a way to kind of introduce the medium or the genre.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna start off with probably the most obvious choice. I would say Monster Musume, Everyday Girl with
Actually,
Monster Girls.
I started that last week. And boy,
Yeah, I
oh
can't
boy.
believe you just started that. I walked in and
you
Anthony
just
I know.
started it.
I remember, like, right before the pandemic started, we were all at Jay's dad's, and you guys were watching it, and I was there for a little bit of it, but I didn't get to see too much,
Yeah,
and I just now picked it up.
yeah. Jay was finishing it. I had watched it long before.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah,
epic.
I walked into Anthony's room and he was watching. I'm like, you watching fucking Monster Musume?
Yeah,
Lamia.
Oh, I like snakes.
I like the Doulahan.
I haven't met the Doulahan yet.
Oh, she's epic.
So
She's-
yeah,
she's
this is kind of like if you are an anime fan and you are trying to get your friends who are sort of on the edge with delving deeper into it, what shows would we give them to help ease them in to anime as a whole?
Unless they want to go absolutely crazy style, you can just get the Monster Musume.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Like, if they want to
Say,
just
for the sake of
delve
a
into
normal-
degeneracy, then
Yeah, for the sake of a normal person that wouldn't do that. Because it's
Like-
very, it's pretty few and far between.
What's
But-
so hard is that there's so many shows that are really good, but they just have like one character that I feel like they would just not like, and then they wouldn't watch it.
So I'll go through this real quick. I added one more show to it. I think you guys have already heard it, but I broke it into like 3 categories. There's just like an in general, and then there's a proceed with caution, and then seriously proceed with caution. So the standard is like I have Violet Evergarden, Odd Taxi, Demon Slayer. I threw ID Invaded in there because I thought it was very interesting. It doesn't have like any fan service or anything. It was just an interesting concept. I enjoyed the show. It's probably not ranked anywhere with all the other shows on here, but I thought it was fun, so that's why I threw it in here. 86, 86, and Zom 100 in that kind of first type category. Zom 100 is kind of pushing it. It does have some like
Yeah, I'm a
limits to it,
little
but-
hesitant on that one.
So that,
ID Invaded has a 7.8, by the way.
ID
like,
Invaded
it's-
was
it's-
fucking good.
Highly rated. It's a very good show.
In the Proceed with Caution, I have Made in Abyss, ReZero, Heavenly Delusion, Hell's Paradise, Girls Last Tour, and Summertime Rendering. And basically, there's other categories because like the anime thing, like fan service starts appearing and stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, if you want to go into these, like, you have to get through this. Don't think about it too much. Like, the stories are really fucking good. That's what you want to focus on. And then lastly, in the seriously category is just Jobless Reincarnation.
Man, it's like partially for me for your Proceed with Caution, the first one, when you said Made in Abyss. Like I agree, and I know at what points it's in there, but
that's
I
the thing,
feel
because
like
it's like the story's amazing. The show, I
It's
honestly
like-
like it better than Attack on Titan.
yeah,
But like, of course, I
it's
didn't
like
have a problem
so
with, like, this.
good.
It is. It's amazing, and it sparks. I think what they really like about Attack on Titan is like the curiosity of what the fuck are these things, where did they come from, and what the hell's going on.
Yeah, because
kinda
when
like
we
what
we
The
were
Abyss
when
is
we
like.
were watching it, like when the female Titan appeared, Matt's like, "What the fuck?" He could not stop asking questions. Every single goddamn like new thing that happened, he's like, What's this? Why is that happening? Who's that? What's this person going to do about that? Why are they doing that?"
And when they went yo-yo mode, that was based.
Yo,
not for the scouts.
that was
not for
so
the scout
fucking
regiment.
funny.
That wasn't
I
funny.
didn't know Attack on Titan
they
was a
went-
comedy.
Yo-yo mode.
That was fucking hilarious. What
Not
a way
for
to
the
die.
person. Yeah, that's a way to die.
You just stir your brains and bones.
Yeah, they no
My
longer itchy.
boons.
My bones.
My boons.
Yeah, it's like part of me, it like really wants to push Made in Abyss because, especially for Cone, and we've had him on the podcast before.
He
He's more
understands.
more
we
art.
showed him gushing over magical girls.
Yeah,
You
but
showed
he-
him gushing over magical girls.
Yeah,
How
we
did
should-
that
we-
go? Hold on.
What-
Pause.
the
What's
thing-
going on? How did that
It
go?
was funny. It was very funny because if we had showed him this before you like watched Attack on Titan, he would have been like, "You guys are fucking crazy. You're all fucking losers. Fuck you." But afterwards, he was like, "I kind of get it." He was
Yeah.
like, "I kind of understand."
It was crazy.
He was like, because my other friend Joe was here, and he was like, "You guys not bricked up watching this?" I'm like, "No, it's just like, it's funny, and it's just like so out there and crazy. It's like you just watch it, you're like, holy shit."
Yeah, we showed him that. We showed him the scene where Marin Kitagawa in My Dress Doll is being measured.
in lightning speed.
When you're talking about when
We
he
showed
got
him where-
bricked at like world
Yeah,
record
yeah.
pace.
Yeah,
At the speed of light, and we showed him one more. What was it?
I can't.
For 3.
Carl.
I forget. We showed him 3 like very etchy scenes, and to like Andy said, to our surprise, they weren't like, "You guys are weirdos. I'm going home." It was like, I sort of get it.
I
And
think
I was more surprised at their response, and I think they were at seeing that portrayed on the big screen.
I think my whole thing is I feel like personally I think Kyle would be more open to a lot of things than
That's how I feel.
Mhm.
that would be. And it's not like any disrespect to any one of them. It's just I feel like Kyle has that more open mindset for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I was trying to say this earlier, but Cone is more like, I don't know the right word to use, but like artistically articulate, I guess I would say. It's like he kind of understands the aspect of art, not in just picture form, but in music, in the storyline, and things like that.
But
Matt's
Matt
more-
is very appreciative of like a good story.
Yeah, yeah. So it is really tough to kind of recommend one show to both of them. It's really kind of like pick and choose. You know what I mean?
I think
That's-
Steins Gate would be a really good one for both of them, just
I'm
personally.
gonna put it on the list. I haven't seen it, but I know it's recommended
Yeah.
crazy.
I
Where
watched
would
it.
you recommend I put that in? 1, 2, or 3? In the proceed with
1.
caution, normal. Put it in normal.
It's normal. There's like next to
It's
nothing
pretty
in the
normal.
show that would go super crazy. So my other suggestion I want to give is Gurren Lagann, but I don't know how either of them would feel about Yoko. I think that's the only thing that makes me go,
Mm-hmm. Part of me wants to push Made in Abyss more, man. Like
My
the
top
fact
two
they're
that I
kids,
wanna-
like you
well, there's
eventually
3
get
that
over
I
it.
really
But
wanna push. I want to push Odd Taxi pretty hard because there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing like Luderecci in there. It's just a fucking
No.
crazy story.
it's a fucking walrus.
It's the fucking walrus.
yup.
Yep.
Yep.
I want to push Made in Abyss and Summertime Rendering, but Summertime Rendering would be. It's
That
not
one's a
even that
little-
bad. It's not even
Why
that
is
No,
that-
it's not. But
Why is that in the Proceed with Caution?
because the beginning when she's riding the bike down the hill, like that one little thing I think would be enough to trip certain people up, and they'd be like, "Oh, no way, not me, I can't, no." Even though it's just like that, just a fraction of anything in the show. It has nothing to do, well, it kind of has to do with the plot. I can assure you, dear viewer, this is essential to the plot.
Dear viewer, please.
And like, I feel like everybody like watching this is like possibly screaming at the screens, thinking like Evangelion, but I don't think that would really work.
No. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why Evangelion is like a cult classic. It was okay. It was
The rebuilds are what really take off. If you haven't seen the rebuilds, that's usually what everyone raves about. The original series, everyone usually agrees is kind of a mess.
okay.
The rebuilds
because
are
it was a mess. I was like, what the fuck?
like from what I've heard, the rebuilds are like what makes Evangelion. So you need to watch End of Evangelion and the rebuilds, and that's where you can understand where everyone calls it a cult classic.
Yeah, so it's like the fact that the first season is not all that great, they probably would turn away from it.
No, that's fine. I thought it was alright. It was mid.
I'm gonna be honest, Ancient Magus' Bride.
I thought about that. I really did, and I don't know why I didn't put it on the list because Ancient Magus' Bride is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Very.
I mean,
Interesting.
the only really lewd thing in the whole show is that one fairy in season 1 with the old guy.
Yeah, that's like, and that's
Yeah.
That's not even really
that bad.
lewd.
That's
Like,
that's
she's
more
just-
sad than anything.
Yeah.
I spit at the fucking door again.
Probably. He's always at the door. I'm searching through now. Like,
it's my favorite show or anything. That's why I'm trying to suggest
You know,
it.
like-
but,
yeah.
When you have your phone in your pocket, you're like a phantom vibrate. You think it vibrates. You're like, oh, I have a message or whatever.
yeah.
I swear to God, that's happening with that fucking door. I think he's pawing at it all the time.
You've been trained.
He does that to mine
he
too.
Pavlov dogged me.
You are the dog.
Reverse Pavlov.
New dog just dropped.
New dog just dropped.
I'm looking through like my watch list again, because my second show that I ever watched was Konosuba. And
I can't
I don't know if
remember.
that would fare very well.
Like maybe later down the road, but I don't think right now. Matt's like super into action, like fucking obsessed.
Because like I watched Death Note and One Punch Man, but that all stemmed because I started Overlord first.
I thought about Overlord as well.
I
That'd be-
don't think Overlord would go. I think
be
Cone might
interesting.
be. I think Cone would be for Overlord. I don't think Matt would be. I think Matt would turn away from Overlord.
I think so.
I feel like there's certain aspects of Overlord that Matt would like, but as a whole, it'd be a little negative. Because there's some epic shit in that show. There's some real epic shit. Ein Zodagons does. That's like,
He
holy
studs
shit.
on him.
He
He
does
studs
stud
on him
on him.
Yeah,
hard.
he stunts on him, man. Like, pretty crazy.
Kyle is going to watch Attack on Titan Junior High.
Oh boy.
I told him, I'm like,
Wow.
I was like, it's the animation like and the art is nothing like the show. It's just funny ha-has the whole time of characters you like. And he's like, I'm so down for that. It's unreal. And I can get that because you don't always want to see your favorite characters getting chewed on and shot and stabbed and crushed and yo-yoed, right?
Yeah.
I want to see him have fun.
Luke, do you think Fire Force would be anywhere in there?
No.
No,
Is that a little too anime?
I haven't seen it, but no.
Dude, the biggest complaint everyone has about Fire Force is the people that aren't
The
really into anime
unnecessary,
go,
yeah.
this is so unnecessary. It's just like a character trait. Like, it's just for the funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw it on this list. Figured I'd shoot it out.
I still hope that leads to a remake of Soul Eater. Because the Soul Eater anime sucks.
Fire Force leading to a remake of Soul Eater?
Fire Force is the prequel to Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Huh. I had no fucking idea.
It's the true precursor. Like, everything that happens in Fire Force happens, like, a bunch of years before Soul Eater happens.
Huh. That's
What about
interesting.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
I said that already.
Did you?
I think
I
before the
thought you
podcast.
did, yeah.
though.
I thought
I
you
said it
did,
before
yeah.
the podcast started, but I was like, Jujutsu Kaisen would be a big one. That would be good.
Yeah, I'll put it in.
I'd throw that in there, Anthony, because there's a lot to think about in that show, too.
It's crazy. But I also I thought about Demon Slayer, and I was thinking about it a lot.
No.
And yeah, then I was like, I really don't know.
My problem in this is going to piss off a bunch of Demon Slayer fans. 'Cause I'm going to say it. Demon Slayer's too childish, I think.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree. I love the show, but it's too childish.
I don't think Matt or Cone would stay invested enough because it's just too childish.
Mhm.
It's the basic anime power of friendship, Dragon
Yeah.
Ball, the heart of the cards, all that shit. Which is why I think staying away from shonens is probably for the best.
That's kind of
Do you
what I
In
was
think?
thinking.
general,
Do you think Cone would like cyberpunk edge runners? Because he
He's
fucking loves the
tried
game.
it.
Did-
He started it. The issue
you
was
can't watch the dub because it sucks.
he was watching on 9 Anime, and the dub was mid, and he also said the audio was kind of fucked up, where things weren't sounding correct. He's like, this is just like unbearable.
Didn't he start Freerun?
He did. He's already watched 12 episodes of Rerun.
Because it's the best show to come out in our lifetimes.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he likes that. He said Fern was very horny though, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What is
No,
he talking?
she's not.
What?
He's not watching Freerun. He's watching something with another purple girl hair.
He said,
purple
he
haired
said
girl.
she likes the redhead dude. And I'm like, well, yeah.
People
Like,
people have been
we're watching
making
the same
jokes
show.
about her being horny. She's not horny though.
No, not at all. Stark is more.
But he said he does like it. He's enjoying it.
Did you do Hell's Paradise?
Yep, I put it on there.
But no, that's what I thought
The
you said.
issue
but I
with
just wasn't
Hell's
sure.
Paradise is actually you can probably say a couple of these shows is they're not done.
That's true. There's no resolve in a lot of them.
I mean, that's just what anime is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like they're lucky if
Like-
Attack on Titan is finished. They were like, when did this come out? I'm like, well, it started in 2013 and it finished in 2023.
Yeah.
So take that at face value.
Like shit takes a while.
If at all.
Yeah, you might not even get it sometimes.
I wish I've seen Bleach. Because I feel like that would sort of be in there, but I haven't seen Bleach.
Like
Bleach
I
is
can't recommend it because I haven't
Bleach
seen it
has
either.
a ton of
Yeah.
episodes too.
Yeah.
I
and
also know like
everyone
the
fucking loves it.
well, like the newest season just doesn't get talked about a lot,
Not
so I don't
really,
know how
no.
it's doing. Like
Which
I'm
was
not.
really surprising.
I want to
which
say
was
it
really
was more
surprising
of
to
a
me.
nostalgia bit. I'm going to be honest with you.
I feel like
When
it.
you think
Yeah,
about
I
it,
think
don't
that's
that
why.
time period, there weren't a ton, like, it's nearly as many anime out now. So it's like your options are pretty limited. If a show is like good enough, you're like, oh, this is pretty good. I can get into this. And that's older people, and then they go back and they're like, oh, fuck yeah, I used to watch that when I was younger. Bleach.
And I also want to. So this is the dilemma. Like it's even for me. I want to recommend Rurouni Kenshin, but like the whole thing with the creator. So it's like I want to support the show, and like I feel like
Have
that
you-
would be a
have you
decent
even
show
seen
for
it?
them too. No, I haven't. That's why I said it's like personally for me, it's like a dilemma too.
Oh, I'm in the same boat too because I wanted to watch it, but then all
I'm
that shit
so
came
goddamn
out. I'm like,
mad.
I don't want to support anything that has this guy's name on it.
But I know the show is so good. Like at least from what I hear, it's amazing.
I want to gauge them on how they feel
Ooh,
about
here's
romance.
one. What
Okay.
about solo leveling?
That's true. That's true. But the issue
I
is,
think
is
the
like, it's
issue is
only,
airing.
like 4 episodes in.
Yeah, and we don't know where it's gonna go from here yet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know anything about the series other than what the
I don't
plot
either.
is. Like, I knew what the plot was before the show came out, but I didn't know anything else about it, so I can't really say if this goes anywhere. Like,
Bro, can you put that on the
Out of
list,
their
but like
realm.
put like a star next to it?
Yeah, I could throw it a little.
Because I
You know
feel
what?
like if it goes in the right direction, that could be a good one.
I'm gonna put a wild, out of left field card out here. Madoka Magica.
You know, I saw that, but I just skipped over it.
Madoka.
Wild left field. Story's amazing.
Yeah.
It's not horny. It's fucked up. There's a lot of action. Animation's amazing. The soundtrack's amazing.
Yeah.
Every character is cool, except Cube. We all hate fucking
Yeah,
Cube.
we all
That
hate
piece of
Cube.
fucking shit. Goddamn fucking alien cat.
Fuck you, babe.
I think that's a great recommendation. But where do we put it?
My initial thought was proceed with caution. Once Luke delved into it, I was like, I think this can go in the original. If you show them and say, hey, here's this show, and then you explain, you don't even have to explain that much. Say, like, there's nothing, no fan service going on here, none of that. It's like, just start watching the show. Like, the story is fantastic. There's a lot of action. Crazy shit happens.
The problem is, like, I don't know where to gauge Kyle, because I feel like Matt wouldn't like anything outside of action. Like, he just wouldn't be interested in it to try it.
Yeah.
But I don't
feel like
know how that is with
Cone is the easier target, but also the harder one.
Because the problem with it is there's so many good, like, rom-coms or slice of lives that have amazing stories, like Your Lie in April or Plastic Memories. Those have amazing stories, no fan service, just raw everything, but there's no action in them.
Yeah.
And that's
Luke,
where I'm
what's
having a hard
Goblin
time.
Slayer like?
So it got kind of overhyped with that first episode
Uh-huh.
where the girl gets R-worded by a goblin.
Yeah.
That's all I know
Uh,
about it.
After that, it's kind of whatever. I mean, there's the fan service in it because they're goblins, like they rip people's clothes off and shit. But it's more like they kill them than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I would recommend it to someone, honestly. I really like
Yeah.
it. I think it's an amazing series so far. From what I've seen, I enjoy it a lot, but I don't know how to recommend it to someone. Dude, you know what Cone would love?
Shirobako.
Diary of Our Days
He's
at the Breakwater.
Remember when he was on, we told him about it. Like, yo, there's this fishing anime. You should probably check it out.
Yo, it's this other one called Slow.
Slow.
Look, so just check it out.
I'm trying to think if I would recommend Penguin Drum. Because the
can't
only problem with
say.
Penguin Drum is that transform sequence that I've shown you guys where she turns into the penguin.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would go for them.
I think
That's also
it's
one
like
where
little things
people-
like that might not be too big of an issue.
It's like people listening to this can probably think like, oh, it's just something small. Like, why would you just say it? It's like, it's the little things that would probably get them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
Right.
it's important to be critical.
it's a mix of that, and it's also the plot is very not linear at all. It's very much jumping around. You have a lot of like keeping track, mental notes that you have to keep while you go through every episode. I mean, I binged the fuck out of it. I fucking adore that show. That's 24 episodes, and I think I finished it in like 3 days after work or after school.
Really?
While I was in school, I finished it in like 3 days.
Thoughts on Katana Gatari?
I was also thinking that
I
because
was too. I saw it pop
'Cause it's
up.
fucking good.
because
It's
my
great.
two favorite shows in the world are Ancient Magus' Bride and Katana Gatari, and I wanted to recommend both, but I don't know how Katana Gatari would go.
There he
There's
is.
the dog.
There he is. Oh, look at me. Here I am, Finn. Oh,
Shut my door. Hold on.
look at me. I'm Finn.
Oh, I just break in and breaking and entering.
And sleep in your bed.
I think he's
Loser.
on the Azur Lane blanket. I mean, the Azur Lane fucking towel is so small.
Yeah. Like, I really want to say Katana Gatari. I really, really do.
It was great.
What if we
But-
just put it in like proceed with caution from now?
Maybe. It's just weird because I don't know how they're going to react. It's just like, it's an anime girl. Like, is that just a complete turnoff at this point? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know how far it is that we can go. Because I don't think there's anything bad in Katana Gatari from
don't
what
think
I even
there's-
remember. I think
I
the
don't
show's
think
just
there is either.
fucking god tier show.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in.
It's just again like I just don't know where we can go with it. Like A Place Further Than the Universe is an amazing show, but it has anime girls in it. So like would they say no because there's anime girls in it? I don't
Yeah.
know. It's that level of we have to dance around. It's that level of criticality of there are anime girls. Are they going to say no because they're anime girls? That's why I was like Madoka Magica would be amazing, but it's nothing but anime girls.
Here's one that is it's long. It has a lot to it, but I haven't seen it. I know Luke has, so I don't know all the details. Fate.
No,
No.
100% no.
Okay.
Alex, if you
well,
did any
I
research
think-
into Fate, it'd take you to the very specific Fate of
Well, just what if they skipped over that?
Well, I think Fate Zero and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works would be great, and they're fantastic. It's easily the single greatest pieces of anime I've watched in my life. I don't know how they would interact with it at all. I don't think it would go well.
Uh-huh.
Like the show itself is not absurdly horny in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It's just more of that'd be more of once they get into anime.
yeah.
Then
Yeah,
Fate would be
okay, I see
Fate
where
would probably be
you're
the
coming from.
first thing to drop on them when they're actually into it. But until
Uh-huh.
they're actually into it, I wouldn't put Fate there.
Let's just get him on the train. Of
Yeah.
Love Live. We'll start him early. Say,
Chugga
guys,
chugga baby,
this
chugga
show-
chug.
This show makes you want to climb mountains. Makes
Tell-
you wanna just
Pick
like-
oranges from a tree.
Yeah.
Want a washy washy Kyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd washy washy Kyle.
Yeah. Washy washy Kyle.
I also thought about this. I know we've touched on like the rom-com type deal, but I was like, Horimiya is probably the best rom-com I've ever seen, best romance show I've ever seen. It's not like fan servicey. It's just good. But
I
then
think
again,
that's
it's
still
like,
my number one because my number two is easily Dangers in My Heart, but my number
Yeah.
one is still
I think
Horimiya.
that's how
yeah.
I feel. Those are 1 and 2.
Like Horimiya is like
It was cream of the
so
crop.
far
It was
up,
cream
but then
of the
you've
crop.
got Dangers in My Heart like right there. It's
Like
so close,
killing behind it.
but it's also for different reasons because Horimiya they got
Mhm.
together pretty quick, whereas Dangers in My Heart it's a lot of the in between.
Tiptoeing.
Will they? Won't they?
Yeah.
It's a lot of that. So that's why. As much as I want to say, like, yeah, I really think Dangers in My Heart is probably tied. I think I like Horimiya more just because I like that plot more than
It's
the
an
Will They,
interesting
Won't They.
take, like that. You don't see that a whole lot.
No, the only other show I can think of that does that is Tonikawa.
Hmm. They get married. What, episode 1, 2?
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Because he gets hit by a bus in episode
He's
1.
fucking dying.
He fucking dies in episode 1.
So what about a? I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was gonna
What?
say Gundam series.
No. The only Gundam series I would seriously recommend to somebody is fucking Witch from Mercury.
You haven't seen
That's what I'm saying. The only one that I would recommend. I've
Yeah.
seen Wing, and I would not recommend that to
No,
people just
I would
getting
not
into
recommend
Gundam.
Wing. I would not recommend Wing. I would recommend people look up pictures of the mobile suits from Wing, but that's it.
Yeah, that's like, say I would listen
But-
just for the sound
but,
effects
like-
because they're cool.
It kind of makes me want to recommend Iron-Blooded Orphans.
But see, that's where I was at with like Gurren Lagann, is that Gundam got to where it was because Gurren Lagann revamped the mecha genre in general. And I'm not saying it's like the end all be all mech, but it's just how like Evangelion forever ago gave mech a home,
Mhm.
and then they started coming back. That's what Gurren Lagann did with the mech genre. And then I would argue that that's what Witch from Mercury did again, is they finally
Yeah.
made mechs actually like popular and it made them people want to watch them again. So it's like
I think I'm gonna throw both of them in there. I'm gonna throw in Witch from Mercury and Gurren Lagann.
Do
I don't know about
do-
Iron-Blooded Orphans.
do Iron-Blooded
Would you-
Orphans.
Do you think
because
that'd be more their speed than Witch from Mercury?
it has a lot more action and killing? Like,
Okay.
way more.
I would put Gurren Lagann in Proceed with Caution though.
Okay.
Just because I don't know how they would react to Yoko. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
is she's actually like a pretty big character in the series. I don't know what they would do with her. Dude, we should just recommend him Kakegurui, dude. Honestly. Honestly, I feel like...
right?
Matt likes
Do you guys
gambling.
like gambling? And do you guys get horny when you gamble?
If so,
If you get like sweaty and hot and bothered when you gamble and kind of come a little bit, then I have the show for you.
All right, that's it. I'm putting in Jahi-sama.
That's it. They're getting D4 DJ.
I mean, we got quite an extensive list going on.
There's a pretty decent list going.
It's just so long to decide because you have to analyze every
Yeah,
scene
it's-
from
it's
the
very
show.
hard. I'm like, okay, what was in this? Did these certain things happen?
I think they'd like Ozer Lane slow ahead, but that's just me, dude.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
I
like
feel-
Naturally and Slowhead.
Losers and
I
idiots.
also thought about Hellgirl, but I was like,
Too boring. Way too
yeah,
boring.
it is very boring. But I fucking loved it. There's no action really, but god damn.
Maybe
Chainsaw Man.
Shadow's House.
I thought about Shadow's House as well.
I think the
I think-
plot's interesting.
I think Shadow's House could go on the list for after a few shows.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
they're in, then you would recommend that.
I think Chainsaw Man is an interesting one.
That's a weird ground,
It is. It's
'Cause-
like it has lewdness for sure.
and
But
it's
it also-
supposed to.
It's also like
A fucking gnarly.
really action heavy,
And brutal.
interesting story.
You know, I'm
Brutal.
gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it in the Proceed with Caution.
Put in the
Still the
Sure,
only
and that
the
would
only
Put it in the
show
Minecraft villager.
the only show in seriously still is Jobless Reincarnation.
I think that should just be out. I feel like that's a once they're in recommend.
Yeah. I mean, because like, isn't the whole second season dedicated to dude getting hard?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
But,
the
like,
first half we haven't
yeah,
we haven't gotten the second half,
like,
but the
first
first
half.
half.
That show was so fucking good. It's unreal.
I agree. But that's like what I'm saying with Fate, is that Fate is so
Mm-hmm.
ungodly fucking good. The story is amazing. The characters are phenomenal. Everything about the show I would recommend to any single person on the planet.
What
And
show
I'm the
did-
guy that's watched all of Fate. I know all of it.
What show did we just say I was gonna put on the list?
Shadow's House.
No, it
Shadows
was
House?
after Shadow's House. Come on, what the fuck was it? Oh, Chainsaw Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's it.
yeah. I was gonna say Oscar Lane Slow.
I mean, I would. We could hook him up with the mobile game and everything.
Like really
Jesus
push,
Christ.
really,
Yeah.
really push.
Guys,
Just
I'm not
then
giving
him
you
into
any
the
more
horny.
shows until you watch Slow Ahead.
What do you think of Land of the Lustrous, Thorpe?
I saw it on the list, and it's not horny. It's interesting. There's action.
Oh, you know what I would recommend instead of Fate would be The Garden of Sinners.
I'll throw Garden of Sinners. Where would
It's same universe, but it's a completely different like set of characters. It's like an alternate setting of Fate, kind of like how every other Fate is an alternate setting of Fate. It's very good. There's nothing lewd in it from what I can fully remember, but I also like binged a shit ton of it at night.
until that one scene comes up where that stuff
It's-
happens.
Like it's 8 movies. Some of them are 2 hours long. Some of them are an hour long. Some of them are a little less. So I don't know how they would interact with just going into it. But I mean, if Matt watched all of Attack on Titan in like a day, I don't think he's gonna mind watching a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, that won't bother him. I need to go blow my nose.
Yeah, you should probably do that. Idiot. Idiot. Stupid
weirdo.
idiot. It's a lot easier to make a list of shows we shouldn't recommend them instead of a show
It'd be so
That's
much
it.
longer.
like Miyotoko-chan,
I mean, there's a lot. Like, there's a lot.
Selection Project, Taisho
just-
Otome Fairy Tale, Komi
If we
Can't
open just
Communicate.
our watched list, like probably 90% of the things on that would not recommend.
Yeah, 100%. Not even because they're bad, just because
No.
I know they won't like
Yeah.
them. That's how picky they are. Like you said, it's not that we're overanalyzing anything. This is the level of analysis we need for these
Yeah,
these
exactly.
two.
Like Hokkaido gals.
Oh, dude.
All right, let's
First
recommend
off-
it. Throw it on there.
First off, if you're telling me that Cone wouldn't like Hokkaido gals, then I think you're wrong. I think everybody loves Hokkaido gals.
I think there's something for everyone in that show.
Everybody gets something, and all you get to do is look at cute gals. Like, what's the downside? Give it to me. She had her tits out this episode. It was a lot.
No, maybe.
Yes.
No beach episode
No, they're in Hokkaido.
that we know
And it's
of.
winter.
Well, it could get summer, you know. We never know.
Well, I mean, it's been winter for like 4 episodes, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like it just stays in winter.
Hot spring, maybe.
Onsen?
Onsen. Just saying. Possibility.
Hey,
You know?
hey.
Campbell's.
Chicken noodle.
Possibilities.
What about a Kebi sailor uniform?
Oh.
I feel like that would go well.
The ass smacking.
Dude, the ass smack though?
See you in the show.
I'm just saying, dude. Just going through my list here, I would say that would probably be pretty good.
Reborn as a vending machine.
Reincarnate as a sword.
It's actually a good show.
I don't think they would like it.
Not even a little bit. Maybe in
I mean,
time,
it's
but
like,
not now.
hey, you should watch a Harem. Like, they would hate that. It's a good show.
Do you guys
What
like
about
rapping?
Tomodachi Game?
I did see Tomodachi Game on.
Is that a once they're in type deal?
Yeah, I feel like it's a little I feel like it's just a little too anime.
A little too on the nose.
Yeah.
What about a girl and her guard dog?
I hope they
Dude.
like slideshows.
They would love it. I think that would be the show. That one right there. Him, officer.
He's the one.
What about Prima Doll? You think they'd like Prima Doll?
I was mid on Prima Doll.
The characters were cute.
Yeah, they were.
There you go. I mean, that's one thing I can say about it. There's a compliment.
Lucky
I've
Star.
got a compliment.
Lucky Star.
Dude, Lucky Star. Easy.
Lucky Star.
Yeah, dude. They would love it's so fucking
I recommend that
boring.
to anyone.
I think it's in the same level of Hell Girl. It's too boring.
I'm gonna tell them.
Not boring.
What do you mean it's not boring?
Say, hey, look, I know this
Alex,
literally.
it is a show that literally nothing
Yeah,
happens
nothing
in
happens.
every episode. You're telling me that
we
that
have the
wouldn't be
Lucky
considered boring?
Channel.
We do have the. Lucky
I'm not
Channel.
saying I thought it was boring. I'm saying it's a boring show that I was excited for every episode
I'm
of.
just saying, it doesn't get more exciting than Kagami Stride, all right?
It's introduced every episode.
I'm gonna lose my mind with you.
And we learn how to make potatoes, or we just see potatoes being farmed.
You could recommend Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga's crazy popular.
That's a good one.
Have
I
you
didn't
seen
like
it?
season 2, but that was just for me. Season
Oh,
1 and season
Vikings,
2.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Season 1's amazing. Season 2 is kind of meh. It's boring, but I think that they would like it either way. They'd probably like it for season 1, and then when they got to season 2, they might feel the way I do, but
Yeah.
I'll put it in.
Season
It's
one's
about
phenomenal.
Vikings.
it's about Vikings and
About tapped out from shows, man.
We have a
Wait.
pretty solid list.
I mean, there's a solid list.
I mean, I'm getting down to all the shit that they would like encouragement of climb and love flops, and
Oh,
don't
love
forget
flops,
Wataten. Boy, do I think they would like Wataten.
for
They
sure.
would love Wataten. They'd probably love, where was I? Just saw it over here. Railgun, or they'd love that. Hey, Sama.
Oh, nay, some. Fuck, there's definitely something in my eyeball. Rip the contacts out.
I mean, if Kone likes Freerin, he might like Oshinoko then.
Oshinoko is fucking good.
And that's why I'm wondering if he actually likes Freerin, he might actually like Oshinoko.
Because while it is like idols and shit like that, I mean, episode 1, she fucking dies, gets stabbed in the stomach. You're like, what the fuck, dude? That's a lot.
Just
And,
I'm just saying.
It
saying.
has that mystery. It's very curious. You're like, well, who the hell did it?
On the fence with that one.
I'm only
There's
saying that
lot
as a
of drama.
Cone.
There's a lot of
That's
drama.
that's only a Cone.
Keep this in
recommendation,
mind
'cause
for Matt
he's-
as well. He loves Vampire Diaries.
Wait, really?
Dude, what do you
He
want me to
sure
do with
does.
that?
He
What
sure
the
does.
fuck do you want
you
me to do with
serious?
that?
I haven't seen Vampire Diaries, but I'm assuming there's a lot of drama.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the show. The show's a soap opera, but there's vampires
Yeah.
in it. Like
And Matt
that's
fucking
literally.
he loves
Like, it's
Vamp
literally, like, how do I describe it? I don't know. It's perfect. A soap opera with vampires. Like
He's a big Vampire.
like Days of
I
Our
don't-
Lives, but Twilight.
Like
And Glee.
I
He
don't
loves
want to.
Glee. He's a Gleek.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but he's really gonna insult what we watch. Like
Yeah, like, let's be real. I didn't know he watched Vampire Diaries.
Oh yeah, he's a huge.
or
Vampire.
Glee. Like
I knew he watched Glee, and I guess that's fine, but like Vampire Diaries, like
he insults what we watch.
what?
Like, I'm not. Like I said,
Come
I like to
on.
give him shit for Vampire Diaries. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
I don't want to be an asshole, but like, what the fuck, dude?
Vamp die.
Does he like it? Cause, you said because the drama.
I don't know why he likes it. He just likes it. He's a big Vamp Die head.
If he likes Vampire Diaries, he would love My Tiny Senpai.
They
He would
wanted to
love
say,
Space Vampire.
Our waifu.
Our waifu.
Yo, dude, I heard you like vampires. Heard you like all. Heard you also like going to space and making borscht.
Do you like the Cold War?
If it was a little too chilly for me personally.
38 degrees.
Dude, I think they should just watch Sound Euphonium. They should just
Well, they're like vampires.
Call the night.
Sound
Call the
Euphonium fits
night.
perfectly.
Sound euphonium is full of vampires and euphoniums.
Is there
and
like
trumpets.
if I go to my anime list, there's just like a vampire tag? Like if I
I
go
think there is a vampire tag.
Call of the Night, maybe that would be a good one. We're just gonna recommend Matt a bunch of vampire shows. There is theme vampire, no
No
way.
way! I gotta see this. Hold on.
JoJo's, you got Awari no Seraph, you got
I didn't even
Hellsing
think of
Ultimate.
JoJo. Do you think they'd like that?
I don't think they would think
I
JoJo's
don't
at
like
all.
JoJo.
What, you don't?
No.
No.
Have you watched it?
No. I don't want to watch it. That's the
What the
thing.
fuck?
Like, I'm just so not interested in it.
Yeah, but that's like how I say I don't like One Piece. I can't say that because I can't have an opinion. I've never seen it, so I can't actually genuinely say I don't like One
I mean,
Piece.
yeah, that makes perfect
You know, the
sense.
thing I
It's
don't
just
like about JoJo's
oh.
is the fact that everyone who has seen it, minus you, Luke, is like, dude, you gotta fucking watch JoJo. It's the best fucking thing ever. Jotaro and the other guy. Oh my god, it's such a good show.
The other guy.
Because Dio, that's it. Like, oh, Dio, are you approaching me? Watch the show.
Yeah, and anyone that talks about it only talks about the third part. They don't even talk about part 4 or 5, which is funny. We should just recommend Monogatari to him, dude. Like all of
We should.
Monogatari.
Yeah,
And we
just
won't
watch
tell
this
them
whole
what
series.
order to watch it in, and we won't tell them what order it came out in, and then they'll have to figure it out from context clues which one to watch. Wow, there's a lot of zombie shows.
Really?
Like a lot.
School Life.
Well, I guess it's not like they're all zombie shows. They have zombies or vampire shows. They have vampires in them.
They would love Rosario to Vampire.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, that would go over well. They would also love A Dark Rabbit Has 7 Lives. That wouldn't go well.
I think they
I'm
would
50-50 on Undead Murder Farce. I feel like that one would be a proceed with caution, if anything.
Oh, what's that one show with the crazy ass dub?
Ghost Stories?
Yeah. Ghost Stories. There's vampires.
They would not like Ghost Stories.
Well,
Nobody
they
likes
like-
Ghost
they like
Stories.
dubs, don't they?
No.
Nobody likes Ghost
Dude.
Stories.
Matt likes vampires. Why are we not thinking of the best vampire show we've ever seen? Go on. I'll let you say it.
I
Come
see
on.
it right here. I see it.
Come on.
It's not. It's
I see it.
blinking. Oh,
Come on.
Terracomori Gandes blood.
There's a whole ass dolphin in it, dude. Like
dude, you gotta watch the show. There's a fucking dolphin.
Joe, there's this
fucking-
dolphin
guys,
man.
you wouldn't believe it. There's a fucking dolphin.
There's a weird dolphin in the show.
Really? There's a dolphin, and he's there. And
What about Nyan Pyre, the animation?
what the fuck is that?
Hey, you think they'd like big fucking cat?
Big fucking cat, dude.
Cone
I
would love
love,
Big Fucking Cat.
I love Big Fucking Cat.
Cone would love
I-
Big Fucking Cat.
I love Big Fucking
Oh,
Cat.
it's a big fucking cat.
Oh, he's a big fucking cat. He's doing construction and shit.
Cone would love Big Fucking Cat.
He builds a fucking. He just does housework. He's a big fucking cat, and he does house. I don't know what there's to not like about Big Fucking Cat. I can't believe you guys didn't watch Big Fucking Cat. He's a big ass fucking
I
cat.
can't believe I didn't watch Big Fucking Cat.
Like, do you see him? He's huge. He's a giant fucking cat. Like, this cat is fucking massive. I can't state it enough.
overstate this.
I can't overstate. That's a big fucking cat.
Kyle likes
He's
cats.
huge.
Matt does
Yeah,
not like
there's-
cats. He's actually allergic. So, is there a big fucking?
I'm
dog?
allergic to cats. I like fucking cats.
Where's Big Fucking Dog Show?
There is no. That's Clifford. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, we got that. We're American.
Oh,
We already
the-
have
that's
that.
American anime.
Clifford.
American anime. Clifford the Big Red Dog. The fuck is this? Delico's Nursery? Wait, hold on. I just found a new show coming out that looks epic. It's called Delico's Nursery.
When's it supposed to air?
2024. It airs this year sometime.
It's not live.
All
chat.
it's on my anime list.
Seasons enter next.
Dude, this looks fucking awesome.
Does it say like winter, spring?
It just says 2024. I would tell you if it said when.
I want to. I'm looking for it. Maybe it doesn't announce when it's coming out yet.
I don't know. It looks fucking awesome.
Are you guys gonna watch Blue Archive the animation?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%. 100% yes. 2 words. Asuna and Karen.
1 word. Yo Star.
Like, without a doubt, I will be watching that. I don't care if I don't play the game. I'm going to watch
Here's
that.
another vampire show. It's coming out spring this year. Vampire Dormitory.
Vampire
A
Dormitory.
cross-dressing girl and doting vampire's dangerous cohabitation is
Oh,
about to begin.
Oh yeah, that would go well. That's definitely where we should give them. We should just recommend My Hero too.
I've thought about that the whole
That
time.
would be funny. Oh, hold on.
You guys should
I
watch
saw
the
the
show?
other day. I saw it the other day. Oh, there's no fucking shit. Who was it? Oh, this is gonna drive me fucking crazy, dude.
What are you like? Go
There's a
on.
voice
Say
actor in
more.
a show. I believe it is currently airing. She does not have a lot of roles, like 1 or 2.
What
And she's doing. You remember that show we saw? It's coming out in spring 2024. It's called High Speed at Toil. They race cars.
Spring?
Yeah, they race
I'm
cars.
looking for it now.
Let me find that.
Yeah. It's the motorsports one,
Let me
right?
find
Right.
that on my anime list. Then I can find that.
Where's it on live chart?
Spring.
I can't find it.
Yeah. Oh, I like the voice actor for Gushing Over Magical Girls, the Utena. I was like, she's kind of killing this role. What else has she done? She's also the main girl in that racing show. She has
the
3
pink-haired
roles.
one?
Yeah, she has 3 roles.
She's killing it, dude. I'm super impressed,
I
honestly,
know,
with
I'm
her
like-
stuff.
I'm like, she's kind of fucking killing it.
Utena-chan.
That's who. Okay, I figured it out. This case is
I personally am a Kiwi fan.
a Kiwi's based.
I enjoy Kiwi lots.
Like, you can sue
I think
me.
Kiwi's my favorite too.
You can sue me. I'm a big Kiwi fan.
Yeah, big Kiwi guy here.
She's kind of awesome. Her voice actor is also Konoha from 16-Bit Sensation,
I love
and
Konoha.
Alyssa from Witch's Circumstances Family Phoenix
I like
Guide.
Alyssa.
Oh,
Chicken.
really?
Yeah, she's also her.
Wait,
So like,
did we all agree we're watching the fucking cycling sport show?
the what?
Spring 2024.
I saw that.
Rinka. I have it as watching.
Dude, I
Did we all
don't have it
agree?
as watching. No, I
Why
don't
do
want
I
to
have
watch.
that? Why does nobody else?
I'll watch it.
Last time you said I'll watch that. Yeah, we should all watch that. I was the only one that watched a show like that, and I fucking hated it.
I'm glad I didn't watch it.
I hated it because I didn't have anyone to talk about it with. I was like, I could have at least like said, "Wow, this is a little fucking lame" or something. No, fuck you.
I have 24 fucking shows for spring, dude. This is not okay.
Oh my god.
Holy
I mean, if you're
shit.
not watching Shumatsu Train Dokoeiku, then I think you're wrong.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on there.
Pretty sure I was. I
why
don't know where it is,
I don't
though.
remember queuing up this many.
Shimatsu?
I was just
Right.
gonna queue up
Shumatsu.
another show, but I'm like, holy fuck, dude. I only have,
Shumatsu
like,
Train
24.
Dokoeiku.
There's just some.
Oh,
heat
yeah,
coming
I'm
out
watching
this
that.
season. Holy.
I don't
shit.
think you mentioned Rinkai because you tried to say we should watch Tonari no Yokai-san.
Like, look,
It was
if-
because there was a fucking funny-looking cat,
If we want to take it off, I'm not opposed.
and we were all like, "No, I don't want to watch the funny-looking fucking cat show."
I didn't realize I had this many shows on here already. Holy fuck.
Are you watching the Idolmaster tip?
I was unsure yet, because I'm not super caught up with everything, but it is Shiny Colors, which I probably should.
Dude, what does Girls Band Cry?
I know, I saw that. That's the one I was gonna add.
Girls Band Quai.
Wait, I'm adding that. I'm adding Girls
Oh, yeah, I
Band
saw that
Cry.
one earlier.
I
Damn
don't
it,
care. I'm
25,
adding it.
fuck.
I'm adding it. I don't care.
Oh.
What am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I haven't even added my whole thing yet for him, so I gotta do that at one point.
I'm at 28.
I'm
And
at
that's without
24.
fucking Rink Guy. If I add Rink Guy, I'm at 29. I'm not adding that fucking
Alright,
show.
I'm taking it off. I'm at 23. That's a lot for me.
Well, it sucks because the whole top row I'm watching, because obviously
Bro,
I'm not gonna miss.
This season is fucking stacked.
You get Slime 3, you get Jobless Season 2 Part 2, you get Konosuba 3, you get Demon Slayer. There's no way none of us aren't watching Aliyah Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian.
Oh,
Like,
we're definitely
Yeah, we're all watching that.
Delicious and Dungeon
Like-
is continuing. Kaiju number
Delicious-
seems space. Spice and Wolf
Spice
is
and
coming
Wolf
Spice
back.
and
remake, I
Wolf.
feel like I just have to.
God's Game we play. It's an ecchi, so we have to.
Oh wait,
No
you have?
choice.
Oh well, I didn't have that, so
Oh,
I
can
have
take it off. I
29.
can take it
Put that
off.
on.
No, I have 29
You
now.
can't Whisper Me a Love Song looks good.
Studio
You
apartment,
just
good
said
lighting,
it's an
angel
ecchi.
included.
Yeah.
just said
Jisan,
it's
Basan,
ecchi.
Wakagaru.
We have to watch it. If I'm not
Duke of
allowed to
Death.
not watch it,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
ecchi.
Blue
Blue
Archive, a condition called
Sound
Love,
Euphonium 3.
Sound Euphonium.
Mysterious
Bartender
Disappearances.
Glass of God looks interesting.
I
Somebody
have it,
watching
it
that?
as watching.
I have it as
I'm
watching, you know.
I'm gonna put watching.
Salad bowl of eccentrics. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah,
Jellyfish can't swim in the night.
yeah.
High speed.
Vampire
at toil.
Dormitory looks interesting.
I'm not
The f-
watching.
Did you guys look at the Fable?
Where's
The
fa-
what?
Oh, the Fable.
The
Oh.
Fable.
When your
I-
infamous prodigy hit no one, it's the Fable.
That looks really interesting.
He's
It
got
looks
a bird on
interesting,
his
but I-
head, and the current airing seasonal bird is kind of a dick.
Yeah.
In Pon
He's not a
Mariucci.
dick.
He's not a
Wouldn't
They
say
dick.
just
that.
he's trying to teach him how to play mahjong.
Look, I just
Yeah.
don't like the bird. He's kind of annoying. Fucking sue me.
Or maybe I
Okay.
will.
I
EGO.
will.
Gotta put
EGO
that on.
comes back. So.
Oh, we have to watch it.
It's like a
I don't
one,
count that
three,
as a
four,
show
five,
I'm
six,
watching because it's not. But because if you say Luke, you got to count Niji in your numbers, it's fucking like 3 minutes. If I'm gonna
Yeah.
count a 3-minute show as part of my day,
Yeah.
I should probably just kill myself now.
Spring's chock full.
Yeah, spring is. Have they added new stuff?
Part of
to
me wants
summer?
to add Mission Yozakura Family.
Okay, there's
'cause
a
it
new
looks
show in
awesome,
summer.
But I mean, there's a
Days
new
with my
show in-
stepsister is in summer. Also,
where do you, I already have that added.
Mayonaka Punch.
Mayo Naka Punch looks kind of awesome, actually.
I know.
That looks awesome. And I'm not even gonna lie, the magical girl and the evil lieutenant used to be arch enemies. Looks
Interesting.
Pretty
yeah.
based. It looks pretty based.
I have it on my watching. I don't remember doing it though, but oh well.
I'm putting both of those on my watching. I now have like 7 shows in watching for summer already.
Yeah, holy fuck, dude.
Like obviously I'm watching How to Become Ordinary. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me you don't want to watch that. You're wrong.
Oh yeah, 100% it's on there.
How to Become Ordinary.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
It's a mystery.
Anything going further on?
There's
No, not
much
really.
else. God, they need to slow their releases with just stacks.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Winter 2025 we get Bang Dream Ave Musica. I'm watching that.
Oh,
100%.
I saw the stuff for that.
100%, dude. I cannot explain how happy I was when I found out they were doing that because Ave Musica is a fairly like newer band, and I found them a while ago. And then as soon as they announced, it, I was like, "That is awesome!" Because that means they're gonna get.
Do
more
I need
attention.
to watch any other Bang Dreams to get it?
You probably should.
I'm going to, but
can
you
get
have
familiarized.
an entire year
Yeah, I
to
have
watch
lots of
Bang
time.
Dream. Like I think you should be able to watch it in
Yeah.
time.
Well, I think we got a good list for them,
Yeah.
and then we went off on our own.
Hey,
we just added to ours.
Like,
This is
fuck
what-
those guys.
this is what anime fans do. Okay,
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
built slightly different than everyone else.
mega different.
Maybe I'll watch Red Cat Ramen.
I don't think I will.
Probably not.
I'm probably not. I don't want to watch Cycling Girls. Please do not make me
I
watch
took it
Cycling
off
Girls.
the watching just to ease the fucking strain.
Yeah.
This many shows in a fucking season, Christ.
Because you were like, "Are we watching Rinka?" I was like, "I don't want
It was
to,
green
dude. They're
for me,
just
and I don't
gonna
remember ever
fight.
adding it. It's like
They're.
Live Charge is doing it on purpose.
I mean, it's kind of like. I mean, it fits my underlying goal of watching only the really weird sports animes, never watching
Cycling.
the like, the serious ones. Like, oh, you should watch
basketball,
Haikyuu or whatever. Like, no,
volleyball.
fuck that. Fuck that. I want to watch golf girls and girls that ride bicycles.
Mountain climbing.
If they do a disc golf one, I'm making Nate watch it.
Yeah.
Nate has to watch
Yeah,
it.
there's no
Didn't
way
he
you
watch
can't-
Diary
no
of Our Days
choice.
at the Breakwater?
Didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He attempted a
Pretty
Sobiaso
sure he
Base.
did.
I'm pretty sure he watched all of Diary of Our
That
Days at
would
the
be- That
Breakwater.
would be impressive.
Like, I am 90% sure you came in and said, dude, Nate just binged that. And I went,
Mhm.
what?
I know he watched One Punch Man though.
Season 3 comes out eventually.
He didn't like season 2, and I agreed.
No one likes
No,
season
season
It's
two is
bad.
not good. It's very bad. Other thing before we end the episode, all you Love Live School Idol Festival fans, you really got punched in the fucking nuts this week.
Yeah,
with
they
the
did, didn't they?
announcement of the global release, followed by the announcement of the global release coming to an end in
Jesus.
March.
Yeah.
And the same exact message.
So they only get 2 months of global release.
Oh yeah, they announced, hey, here's the global release. By the way, services end in March.
That's such a kick in the balls.
Yeah, they hit him with that one.
It's so fucking funny, dude.
That is pretty funny.
Everyone on the Love Live subreddit has been going crazy about how
Dude,
fucking
Otonoki Zaka
bullshit.
was too.
Yeah, dude, they're pissed about it.
Yeah.
Because they canceled School Idol Festival 1 for School Idol Festival All Stars. They canceled that for School Idol Festival 2, and then you don't even get to play School Idol Festival 2, basically.
Yeah, they're not hitting the ball, man.
they
Ozerlane's
should
taking
just
over.
drop-
Everyone just gotta hop on that.
They should just drop the Barhelion game already.
Ozerlane number 1, Ozerlane number 1, Ozerlane number 1, Ozerlane number 1. Win, win,
Like,
win,
best
win,
mobile
win,
game.
win.
Like me and Nathan have Nikkei. It's just not the same.
It's not. It's
I
neat.
play
I
it
like
for, like-
rolling. Don't get me wrong. I like rolling.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I like the characters, and that is it.
I like a lot about Ozerlane.
I like everything. Most things about Ozerlane. I don't give a fuck about like the siren thing.
The Operation Siren?
Yeah, I
think it's
don't.
Cool. I had to chase
So
the
you
seals.
don't like your meta?
I had to
You don't
chase the
like your
cuddly
meta?
I
seals.
like metas, but I just don't like doing it.
You're stinky.
I don't give a shit about
I mean,
the
I do
cattery,
it, but I just
honestly,
don't
but
like doing it. The cat,
As long as I
yeah,
can
I will
vote.
say the cat. I hate the cattery more.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I
That's
can
so
understand the
stupid.
cattery being
I
a
hate the
hate.
cat. I hate the cattery.
Fuck
want
the
that gone.
cattery. None of that makes any sense to
No.
me.
No, and it's like it's just upgrades. I'm like, I'm just tired of seeing the notification on the cattery. I don't want to roll 10 more cat boxes because I have 500 of them.
You don't have to roll your cat boxes.
why don't you
I know,
just
but I
use
always-
the
you just have
cats
to
you
feed your
without
cats.
cats.
You just feed your
Yeah,
cats,
you just click it and you go 1, 2, 3. Then you're done.
and then you're done.
Fuck
And
out
then the
cats,
notification's
man.
gone.
Just starve them.
Well, you can't. They're hungry and they don't die.
They're hungry.
I have to feed my ship girls, and
If
not my
they're
cats.
hungry, you're hungry.
Commander,
Or
we
vice
need-
versa. If you're hungry, they're hungry.
We need oil, nya.
No, yeah.
We're out of food, nya. And then you're just like, thank you, Akashi, for giving me a notification at 4 p.m.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I think that about sums it up for today's episode then. So if anybody has a friend and they're looking to get them into anime, hope this helped a little bit, depending if their interests are semi the same.
Dude, this was such like an
It was a
asinine
thinker.
episode of making a list for stuff.
It was a thinker.
Yeah.
Normally
Put my-
we could
put
just
my
be
tinfoil
like,
hat on.
here's some really good shows. This one, like, I feel
We had
I feel
restrictions.
tired.
We had to work with.
Yeah,
what
it's like
we
no,
had.
that thing in episode 4, like 16 minutes in, it's not gonna work.
I feel tired.
You know, we put in the effort. My eye hurts so bad.
That one scene from Assault Lily Bouquet that I put in chat forever ago, that one right there.
Everything about Assault Lily Bouquet is just peak.
It's
Yeah.
just peak. That's peak writing.
That is peak.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, dude, they should watch Rent-A Peak. That's what they should watch. Yeah,
How
dude,
could we
Rent-A
forget
Peak.
that?
That's what I'm fucking saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. Or 100 Peak Friends.
Okay, that's actually
That might be
peak.
good at
That's
some
actually
point,
peak.
honestly.
100 girlfriends who really, really, really are peak.
You can't watch that and be like, this is just ridiculous. Like, you
This
have
is
to see the
stupid.
satire in it. If you don't, then
Yeah.
you're
A
blatantly
dingus.
disregarding the satire.
You're just a dingus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a goob.
Major goob. Double
Major
dingus
goob.
style.
Yeah.
Double dip the dingus.
Well, I think that is the end of today's episode, the Hello Harem podcast, everyone. If you found anything interesting, informative, or funny, leave a comment down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, hit the bell button, so we come out with a new episode every single week. Luke,
Sancho, please marry me.
Oh,
Please.
this quick interjection. Luke, did you see that Marine gave the criteria on how to ask her out
Really?
for marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a lot. It's just a fucking lot.
Oh, that's okay.
You have to
I'm
like
gonna follow
you have to
mine.
like massage her shoulders. Can't sleep in the same bed as her. If you can't go to bed before her because she'll be sleepy, and you can't wake up after her because he wants to wake up together. It's like 10 things.
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
that's easy. There's nothing.
I
too
can
hard.
follow that.
Yeah, I was just
I'm
saying. I
not
hope
allowed
you
to go to
saw
sleep
that.
before her, which means
No.
that I just have to stay up late and then wake up early.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, but you have to wake up at the same time,
Yeah.
which might be a
Okay.
little tough.
Not if she wakes me up.
But she doesn't want to wake you up. She wants to wake up at the same time as you.
Dude,
That's
I'll
the
figure
only
it out.
hard part. Yeah,
I
I'm
will
not saying you
figure
won't.
it
I'm not
out.
saying you won't. I'm just saying that's probably the hardest thing right there. Thorpe,
My eye hurts.
is that the new thing?
His new thing
I'm,
is
I'm
his
just gonna,
eye.
I'm just gonna
My eye hurts.
gripe about pain. So yeah, my knee's kind of feeling it today.
Fucking hip.
Sounds like a terrible new thing
Yeah.
you got going on. Fuck,
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Go back to
stop that.
whatever you were doing before. No,
Well,
you
I don't
used
know.
to-
We had to kill the bit. There's a new one.
Yeah,
It's in
you
the
had to
works.
do a
I've
new
been
one.
saying it for a month now. It's in the
You,
works.
for a month into the new year, you've been on a new bit, and your new bit you almost decided on was I heard a lot.
Maybe the new
Like,
bit is not knowing the new bit. You know, that could be a bit.
the whole year you're gonna go. Yeah, I'll
That's
think
just
about it
lazy.
eventually.
It is
It's just being
lazy.
very lazy.
That's lazy,
like-
lazy, blatantly
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
You should just single-handedly bring back the Hungry Man bit.
Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your icebox. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding
All right,
out?
guys. Well, that's the end of today's episode.
Tomorrow
We'll
morning
catch
when
you
your
guys
dealer
next
says,
week on the
"What do you
Harem
have?"
podcast.
Say, Pabst Blue Ribbon. What else?